Alright, I think we're good. We've got E10 here, we've got Gently Caressed, and Tekkie55. I'm glad that Tekkie55 is here, because if he wasn't, then we would have to cancel the interview. So, um, as you know, well, the two of you that are here, as you know, and as people who may watch later may or may not know, Tekkie55 is a speedrunner of Silent Hill, and I think he's also a Smash Brothers Brawl player, or maybe X-player, I'm not really sure. But we can ask him today if we would like. I made up some interview questions to ask him while we play, and then yes, today is a Tekkie interview, and so we can learn more about Tekkie and what makes him run, I guess, if not tick, and then. Yeah, and then if you guys have any questions, he said he would be willing to answer your questions. So I don't know, should we wait a minute for other people to get here, or it's probably fine. We'll probably just go ahead and do it. I don't know. I don't want to make Tekkie stick around longer than necessary if he's got other stuff to do, because I know he's probably a busy person, like most people. So. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to translate stuff while he's talking. So I may just play and not translate. I don't know. I didn't really think about that, but I think it's more interesting to get Tekkie's perspective on this game rather than just play like I normally do, play and translate. So so I think we'll focus on the interview today, and then I'll I don't know. He can critique my gameplay, because I'm sure there's lots of stuff that I do wrong, as this is my second playthrough of the game only, and he's probably played it 200 times or so. I don't know. That could be another question we ask him, how many times he's played this game. But I'm gonna go ahead and Skype him, and then once we confirm that he's on the line, then I'll do the intro that I made up. You guys have all heard it now, but I'll do it live, so it'll be nerve-wracking because I might mess up. But let's see if we can't switch over to this Skype screen. Okay, I'm going to do telephone call, because he's not going to have video, by the way. He's just doing voice. So I hope that is okay. Let's do this. Okay. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, okay, Tekkie's here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do the intro thing. You know what I'm doing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to do a manual fade out because, yeah, I just have the regular track, and I'm just going to play it and then do the Raffy thing. So, here we go. Kimochi Warui monster, okay, we got Tekkie Go coming over today. What's the okay? Jun, is that okay? Son, he brings his Shizuoka style and the horror game fun. He's my Daiichi guest, and the Ichiban best at the Silent Hill games. He leaves me quite impressed. He's kindly acquiesced to my past request to have the Kawaso on my show, so now he's on deck. Coming live and direct, so come on, show him respect. See, it's the motherfucking sexy speedrunner Tekkie. Come on. Alright, manual fade out. Okay, I didn't screw that up too bad. But, welcome Tekkie. Thank you for being on the show. And,
I didn't get a chance to thank you for that intro. That was really incredible.
oh, well, it probably wasn't that incredible when I actually did it, but, I guess when I do the takes on my computer to begin with, I can do as many takes as I want. But anyway, yeah, I'm willing to do that for anybody that would take the time to come on the show, because...
Yeah, it was really cool.
Because yeah, I figure I'm taking an hour of your time, and you know, it took me an hour to come up with that. So shameful as that is to say, but yeah, thanks for being on. And I guess I'll just go ahead and start by asking the first question. Tell us about your first experience of Silent Hill, and which game it was, and when it was that you started playing Silent Hill.
So the first Silent Hill I played was actually number 2, and that was in high school. I think for some reason my younger sister wanted to play it, I think, and then I ended up just kind of hijacking that and playing through it.
So is your younger sister a gamer as well then?
Yeah, to an extent. Like, probably not so much, but Yeah,
Okay.
so I remember it was like a winter break. I forget what year, like sophomore year or something. And I was just like every night I'd play like another hour or two, and
Oh,
it was
okay.
like downstairs in the dark. It was pretty fun. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Were you scared at all?
Um, it was kind of that situation where you get like engrossed in the game, and then you like snap back to reality, and then you like look around, and you're just surrounded by like dark hallways, and it's like it's kind of
Yeah.
unsettling.
Yeah. I remember that happened to me like the first time I watched the movie Ju-On. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
definitely.
I swear after I watched that movie, I watched the Japanese version and then the American one, and I saw that little kid crawling like curled up in the corner every time I turned the light on.
Oh yeah, like
Just
out of
for
the corner of your eyes.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy. So what made you want to be a speedrunner of the Silent Hill games, or was it later when you played more of the series other than two, that you decided that you wanted to do it faster than normal?
It went kind of gradually. I mean, first, I got into speedrunning, looking through random YouTube videos and finding out AGQ stuff, speedruns live, all that. So, I mean, the first game I ever speedrun was Silent Hill Shattered Memories because
Oh, now was that one for PSP or?
it was originally for Wii, but it was ported to PSP and PS2.
Oh, okay, okay. Which version did you play?
The Wii version, the
Oh, okay,
original, which ended
okay.
up being fastest anyways, but it's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay. It
But
ended
yeah,
up being the fastest of your times, or?
well, the fastest version to play on.
Oh, really? And what makes it a faster version?
The other ones have loading time, like longer loading times. I
Oh.
think they just like have frame rate issues, but I'm not sure how bad they are because I haven't tried them.
Okay, now does loading time count in your time?
Yeah, Shattered Memories doesn't have any game timer, so it counts. Like it's just a straight up clock. A lot of the other games, like 1 through 3, all have like any game timer that we use.
Oh, so are you using like the official timer of the game that tells you the time at the end of the game, or like a stopwatch?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be the one that it tells you at the end of the game.
Got you. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so would it help to like install it to an SD card or hard drive or something like that when you play it?
It actually doesn't end up mattering because the frame rate of the game and like how well it runs actually changes how the timer works. Like if the game's starting to lag because it's on an old system or whatever, then the timer also lags.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's good. And that makes it more fair, I guess.
Yeah, like you don't even have to worry about it. It's really convenient.
Okay. Were there any speedrunners that you looked up to at the beginning that were faster than you, or were there any speedrunners at the time?
Well, for Shattered Memories, I was the only one, and there's one other who, Sun Gillespie. She does it kind of casually,
Uh-huh.
and but yeah, it's mostly just been my thing. That's actually one of the reasons I started to run is because no one else was doing it. And
Oh, yeah.
it's
That,
kind of I don't know. I've always thought it was kind of important. Like if you're getting into speedrunning and there's a game no one else does, then it's like you're kind of it's one of the bigger contributions you can make. You know?
yeah. Is that why you see people at like the Games Done Quick events doing a lot of more obscure games?
Yeah, I mean, I always try to support that.
Now, I wouldn't say that Silent Hill is obscure by any means, but I mean, um,
Yeah, of course.
but at the time there wasn't. Is there anybody who's joined the speedrunning fray since you've paved the way, or do people try and like stay away from more popular games?
I mean, within speedrunning, it's I guess you could say obscure because it's I mean, it's kind of funny to say it's like a cult game, but yeah, it's not as many runners, but there are like a bunch, and I don't think like a ton of new people sprung up after AGAQ, but it's slowly people coming out of the woodworks. Uh, More so for like 3 and other games. 3 is the most popular one to speedrun.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Now, do you have a world record in three?
No, no, not at all. Not even close.
So is it mostly Shattered Memories that you play then?
Yeah, and lately it's been a lot of Homecoming, which is another one that wasn't really optimized much. There were some people working on it, but no one who was just doing like straight up like 80% runs.
Oh, okay. And that's what you do is any percent runs?
Yeah, exactly. It's just beginning to end. Pull out all the stops, just get whatever it takes to get there the fastest.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about anything else except getting to the end?
Yeah, there's no other like requirements.
Now, are there specific endings that you go for, or do any of them count?
It depends on which game.
Oh, okay. Well, Homecoming is. Are there multiple endings?
Yeah, there's 6 endings in Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't usually go for any of them because the choices you make that change the endings don't they don't take any extra time or like save time, lose time.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just
Gotcha.
pick whatever. I usually just go with like UFO ending or if I'm if I want to screw around, I'll do like the pyramid head one. That's really bad.
Okay. Does that have anything to do with your Twitter name, UFO Techie? Is that like your
Yeah,
favorite
that's
ending?
why I changed it to that because UFO, it's the Silent Hill trope.
Yeah, right. Is there a UFO ending in all the Silent Hills?
Not all of them. 1 through 3, uh, Homecoming, Shattered Memories, and Origins.
They all have the UFO ending.
Yeah, Silent Hill 4 doesn't have any like joke funny endings. They're all just serious. And then
Oh.
Downpour has one ending. It's called Surprise Ending. It's just no UFOs involved.
Oh, okay. I
But it
haven't.
is like a joke ending.
Oh, okay. I haven't played through that one yet. Now, Homecoming was the first Silent Hill I ever played, and so I had no preconceptions of what it was supposed to be like, and I really liked Homecoming, and that's what got me into the series. And then I played 2, and I played a little bit of 4 just at the beginning, and then this is the only other one I've played. So by no means do I know anything about this game, but
Like it doesn't take more than one playthrough to really like get it.
yeah, yeah,
It's if you like it, you like it. That's all there is to it.
yeah. Now, do you play other games in the genre of Silent Hill, or
Yeah, I played a few, like some of the Resident Evil games, some other random survival horror stuff. I was doing a casual playthrough of a game called Galarians. It was like a month or two ago.
oh, okay. Now, what makes you like Silent Hill more than others in the same genre? Is there something special about it that you highly value?
I guess like in a way, it's like I don't know if it's really fair to say it's more like mature than the Resident Evil games, but in a way, it kind of is. Like the plots, like after the first game, like the first game was just kind of like this goofy like cult magic witchcraft thing, but then like the second one just kind of slowed it down and took it like they just made it really personal and like fleshed out all these characters, and that's
Yeah,
I think why it was so well received because it tried something like that was a lot more like personal.
yeah. Now, Silent Hill 1 is the one I saw you speedrunning at the Games Done Quick this year. Is that the
Yeah.
only one you did?
At that one, yeah, and this upcoming the upcoming event SGDQ, I submitted only Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
That's still in the air, and we'll know for a few more days if that'll be in or not.
So when you do find out, will they tell you that you're eligible to participate? Is that how it works?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I have no idea how any of that stuff works. Do they pay for your airfare? Or you got to take care of all
Uh,
that?
no, it's basically like you pay your own way and everything. It's just it's like because the thing is, it's basically a convention at this point. It's like a huge LAN party. They pay to get all these TVs, all these consoles. They rent out the hotel. They have this huge space for people to hang out, and like all that's taken care of.
Oh, nice.
So it's like you just show up. It's basically like a vacation kind of thing.
Man.
And
So,
some people just happen to you have to duck out to go to the stream room to play your game.
oh, okay. Well, that's nice that they have all that for you and all that space for you guys to hang out and stuff. Have you made a lot of friends at events like that?
Yeah, you definitely hung out with a lot of people. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I saw you when you were playing your Silent Hill speedrun. You were talking with I think or someone was commenting. It was Carcinogen, right? He was on your left.
Yeah, Kristen. Yeah, Kristen was a little bit of commentary.
Now, did you meet him there or did you know him from before?
I mean, I knew you know a lot of people before you go, like people like other speedrunners and stuff, because it's very like I don't know, I don't know if inter is, but you talk to everyone who speedruns your game and things like that. So I knew
Oh.
Carcinogen from a while back, but that was the first time actually meeting him in person, of course.
Oh, okay. And so he does Silent Hill speedruns? I didn't know that.
Oh, he does Resident Evil.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't know if he just happened to do Silent Hill as well, or.
Yeah, no one else there did Silent Hill stuff, but I
Okay.
think that's going to be for SGDQ.
Oh, you think there's going to be a competition then?
Yeah, two other people submitted Silent Hill runs, and I think other people might go just to hang out.
Oh, okay, nice. Are any of them doing the Homecoming, or are they all choosing different games?
Different games, mostly 2 and 3.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's good that you don't have a lot of competition, so maybe, or
Yeah,
is it a,
competition's fun, but yeah, homecoming like it's there was another runner who used to do runs on the PC version. His name's Slayer of Babies, and he was like super good at it, but he was using the PC version, which is like really slow and like laggy and crappy. So
oh,
I went out and bought the PS3 one and just ground out runs of that, and they ended up being like way faster, just
oh.
because it's better.
I
It's a better
wouldn't
system.
I wouldn't expect that the PC version was faster, but
Yeah, the PC version is like really messed up.
huh. So that just has to do with the programming. It's not like you have a slow PC or something
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that. Okay. Well, I guess the next question is, what two factors would you say contribute most to Silent Hill's atmosphere? Because I think you said it was more like adult themed, right?
Yeah. Say two. I don't know about two factors. I mean,
It doesn't have to be two.
yeah,
I just thought two would be
some
interesting.
factors. Definitely, monster design is very high up there.
Yeah, these
Because if you,
monsters, man, they're creepy.
yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, Resident Evil didn't really have to worry about that. You just make zombies, and they throw in a few like, okay, you have like these like insectoid things and stuff like that, but they're not really like, I don't know, they're I don't know how to really describe the difference. Like some of the monsters in Silent Hill, like the ones you're running around right now, they're not like super thought out design, but like
Right.
they definitely make a point to put a little more personality into them. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what are these ones called that I'm killing?
Oh, I totally forget. I'm really bad with the monster names.
Oh, okay. I guess you don't really need to worry about it when you're playing. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
see
exactly.
a
It's like
monster.
it's not like they ever really like tell you.
Yeah.
You can look up in a manual or something. They probably wrote it somewhere, but
Now, I don't have to kill that big guy, right?
yeah, I mean, you don't really. The only things you have to kill in most Silent Hill games are the bosses.
Oh,
You get away
really?
with just running around, but it's like you don't know where anything is. You don't know where you're supposed to go, so you kind
That.
of have to.
Yeah. I know I'm looking for a screwdriver, but I can't remember where it's at.
Yeah. But
Do,
yeah, other factors, I guess, they don't pressure you a lot at certain points, like when you're running around on the streets. Like they throw, there's some dogs and stuff like that.
yeah.
But they give you a lot of like free area to explore, which I think is different from what they did in a lot of other games. Like in Resident Evil 1, they just like plop you in a mansion. You have a map, and you just run around the mansion.
Yeah.
But like
That.
running
That's
around
true.
streets is like gives you a lot like a much more it makes it feel really lonely. Like you're
Yeah.
all alone in this world with monsters,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
there's so much room to run around, and you can run for your life, but it's like I don't know, it feels a little more I forget like agoraphobic. I think that's the fear of like wide spaces.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good word to describe it. I would never have thought to say it that way, but yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it does feel lonely, I
yeah,
think.
you're just surrounded by fog, and there's things out there trying to kill you.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, when I played two, I only played two up to like the final hotel, or maybe it's not even the final hotel. There it is. But but yeah, that game was so much different than Homecoming. It was a totally different experience. Because Homecoming, you've got someone walking around with you, and I guess you had Mary walking around with you in two. But
Yeah,
but it just felt lonelier for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah, exactly. And I guess one more I can mention is that they kind of take breaks once in a while to like you're running around killing monsters, solving puzzles, all this stuff, and then like once then they just like hit you with like a plot twist or some kind of development. They put a lot of heart into this, which makes it feel a lot different than just like running around shooting zombies and trying not to die.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
then suddenly the plot advances, and it's just like it's more emotionally invested.
yeah. I would have to agree too. And Resident Evil, I don't think I've ever been emotionally invested. I mean, I've been, you know, nervous as hell, but I don't know.
Yeah, like you don't want to die, but it's different than like feeling bad for your character.
Yeah, yeah. And I was reading an interview with Jeremy Blindstein, I think is his name, the one who kind of came up with a lot of the text in these games. And I think when he said that during the reading of the letter. I don't know. I guess like one of the final letters in Silent Hill 2 that the voice
Yeah,
actress was actually crying, reading the letter, and everybody in the studio was getting
yeah,
tearing up.
yeah. I'm not surprised. It's like there's this really long letter that kind of wraps up everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's a letter in this game too, but I don't think that's the one that he's talking about. The letter from her
Oh,
dad.
I'm pretty sure I know which one. It's definitely the one at the end of two. This is a letter from James's wife, like the final like goodbye to him.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Yeah, I haven't
It's
read that
like
yet.
she's slowly dying from a disease. It's like her final thoughts about like him having to deal with it and her having to deal with it. It's like
Oh,
it's very like if you took it out of the context, it's like really emotionally invested. It's like this is a horror game. It's like that's crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it's like I respect Silent Hill 2 a lot for that actually for kind of taking that gamble because it really paid off for them.
Yeah. Yeah, because probably a lot of games at the time in the same sort of genre weren't really trying things like that.
Yeah, I mean you get like the first 2 or 3 Resident Evil games, like all the PS1 era like survival horror stuff is you know it's just I don't know, you're running around this polygon world shooting monsters and trying not to die.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but this, you're trying not to die, but there's also characters that you care about. They're very human, and you can't just, I don't know, you can't, you have to feel sorry for them a little bit.
Yeah, especially in 3 because they spend most of the time developing the protagonist, and 2 focus a lot on like these side characters. But I think in 3 the side there are only 3 side characters in the entire game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a
And
very small world.
yeah, exactly. And they all just like they're all they all have their personalities and stuff, but it focuses a lot on just Heather reacting to them. So you spend a lot of time just like thinking about Heather, and you kind of grow with Heather. So it's like when you're getting attacked by monsters, it's kind of like you're babysitting her, and you're just like you're failing, and she's dying. It's just terrible.
Yeah, and you don't want anything to happen to her because she seems like such a nice person.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, is there a specific order you would recommend people playing the games in?
I guess it depends on what you have access to. Two and three, you can play the PC versions. They work pretty well, but three's probably not as good if you don't play one first. Like you can do it. I played three before I played one, but you do lose like a little bit of the context, and
Okay.
I think it's impossible to play one first,
Yeah.
one or two first.
And I usually like to play the older games first just because I feel like I'm more disappointed by the graphics um, if I play the newer ones first. But I didn't have any
Yeah,
problem.
especially now, you kind of have to give it a little. I don't think suspension of disbelief is the right word, but you have to kind of give it a pass.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But I didn't have any problem playing 2 after Homecoming. Um, I thought, I mean, 2 was graphically enough,
Yeah,
for
two
the.
and three they still look like really good.
Yeah. Now I hear that the PC version is like the definitive version for 3. Which one would you recommend for 2?
Um, let's see. So two has only the PS2 version, the PC version that I know of. Like, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I guess the HD collection, but that one's like really not worth like looking at.
Now, are
Looking at
both of
acquiring.
them that way? Is it just the PS3 version, or is the Xbox 360 version not any good either?
I think they patched one of them, but it's still not. It's still kind of messed up.
Oh,
I
is
mean,
it?
it's with the different voice actors and stuff. They kind of I don't know. They changed it in a way that kind of bugged a lot of fans. Like, especially because like you don't keep the same like inflection and like it just kind of makes conversations sound different than they were intended to.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Like for example, in the mansion, I guess you'll be running into it much later. They changed like this kind of like goofy carnival voice to this like deep rooting like "Welcome to the mansion." It's like it changes the mood.
Oh, okay, the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, I remember that part. So it's okay, so it's different between the versions.
Yeah, like if you well, are you playing on a PC?
Yeah, I'm playing PC right now.
Yeah, like if you were to go look up the HD collection part of that, like it would sound entirely different.
Now, can you choose audio in the HD collection?
I don't think you can.
You can't? Okay. Because I was thinking I played the PS3 version and it let me, for two, it let me choose between the new translation and the old, but maybe not new voice acting. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember the options.
Oh, okay. But you haven't really spent too much time with the HD collection?
Yeah, the only time I played it was three. I did that in college at a friend's place.
Okay. And how old are you now, by the way?
I am 24.
24. Okay. So you've been out of college for a few years then.
Yep.
Um, would you say is the hardest Silent Hill to speedrun for you?
Um, I would say Homecoming, if only because like it's like there's a lot of skips in it because there's a glitch you can do with that gun that lets you kind of go through walls.
Oh,
So there's this high skill ceiling where it's like you can grind it forever and you'll get a lot better at it, but it takes a lot of work.
huh. Now,
But it's also like something that I'm the only one who really does. So it's like you kind of have this like expectation. It's like, well, if I'm the only one doing this, then I should actually do it well.
yeah, yeah. Do you find that you do better when you're the only one, or do you like competition a little bit?
I mean, I don't really look to the side much with the competitive stuff. Like people get really into speedrunning, but it's like it's just a fun thing for me.
Yeah, well that's good because it seems like a good way to like meet people and make new friends and you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's really great because it attracts people who like the same games you like. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's right there. You have like a common ground and talk to people and stuff.
yeah. Now is Homecoming your favorite one to speedrun, or is it Shattered Memories, or is there another
Uh,
one?
Favorite one to speedrun?
Yeah.
Um, Homecoming's also a lot of fun because of the glitches, but I guess the trying to play it well kind of adds it adds a little more stress to that. Her favorite, I don't know. Actually, Shattered Memories might be it because that one's a lot with all the like the psychological interviews and things like that. There's a lot of downtime and it's a lot of fun for like the audience, kind of
Okay.
It's a lot more like laid back than you don't have to worry about shooting things. You gotta run away and escape and dodge stuff, but it's a lot simpler.
Okay. Got you. All right. Let's see. What are we on now? Has playing Silent Hill affected your dream life at all? Does
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had like a very Silent Hill-esque dream, but I might have and just like not remember it. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I just wondered playing Silent Hill so much if it had any effect on your dreams or I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think like I mean, with any like horror game and that kind of thing, it'll affect you a lot at first, but especially after playing it like a million times.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not scary after.
Yeah, it's a lot more calculated, and you're more everything's all kind of like formulaic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's more like a to-do list, I would think, rather than.
Yeah, exactly. You're fighting against a timer, not the monsters.
Yeah. And now, is there any enemy in this game that you really dread encountering, or are they all pretty easy?
Um, the missionaries, which are the guys, like you fight the one that kills Harry, and then you run into them later on as just regular enemies.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, they're a huge pain because they got this big like they're not claws, they're like metal hook thingies, and they have like a ton of range. They run fast.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. I didn't realize those were the same enemy. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Oh, okay. They just have lower health?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like those, because you have to like sneak past them in hallways. It's really risky.
Yeah, yeah.
You normally can't just run up to them. It's like yeah, they're guaranteed to hit you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like they have a pretty big range. They can stab you from way back.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any advice for people who want to play Silent Hill but are too scared to play it by themselves?
I mean, I don't think there should be any like expectation. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you have to play it in the dark and you have to play it with headphones and you gotta get really into it. But it's like, if you don't want to play it like that, don't play it like that. You shouldn't like shut down the possibility of playing a good game because
Yeah.
people have like this weird conception about it.
Yeah. So maybe if they played with like their friends or something, you think that would still be.
Yeah, the first time I played 3, I had like a few friends hanging out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that seems like a good way to do it.
And it's even more so with Silent Hill, especially because it's actually worth just playing just for the content of the game itself. You know, it's not just like say if you're playing Amnesia or something. Okay, that you should probably play alone because the entire point of Amnesia is just to like scare you.
Oh, okay.
Like the plot's okay, but it's not like if you play it only for the plot, you're gonna miss a lot. So if you play Silent Hill with the lights on, you're still gonna get like a good story.
Yeah, yeah, and you'll still get the emotional investment and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's. I guess that's an important difference. I've never played the other game. Amnesia, or
Yeah.
okay.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Okay. So that one's more just about like scaring you and being a haunted house type game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Is there anyone else you would like to see answer similar questions about a particular series they've become an expert at?
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure, but there's like it depends on kind of what games you're interested in, because I think that would probably be the best way to go.
Yeah.
Like if whatever you're playing, like whatever you play next, there's definitely gonna be some people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just go look through the leaderboards, get in contact with people. You know, I'm sure someone would be interested, but for a particular series they've become an expert at.
Well, I mean, they don't have to be an expert at it, but just like a game that, I don't know, if I decided to play it, someone you've met that you find really interesting that you would like other people to get to know.
Trying to think. It's been a while since I've watched like a lot of speedruns, but I think
Doesn't even have to be speedruns, really. Just, I don't know. I guess that. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say you can always bug SSXual is a good friend. He's yeah, SSXual. He
It's not S-sexual?
yeah, the game's called SSX, it's like a snowboarding game.
Oh, okay, so it's SS letter X.
Yeah,
UAL.
SSX UAL.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He streams like individual levels, like freestyle high score grinds and like races and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So freestyle meaning just do whatever tricks you can.
Yeah, get as many points as you can. And the others just like race to the bottom.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll take that as a hint. Unless there's anyone else you want to give a mention to.
He has a really good stream. Trying to think who else would be good. Honestly, I think the best way to go is anyone who like streams a game you like, and regardless of viewer count, because like smaller stream people are a lot of fun to talk to because they're gonna have like, I guess it might sound counterintuitive, but they're less like invested in it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's maybe they're, I don't know. I do my best to like support smaller streams,
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you being on this stream, and this is definitely a smaller stream.
Oh hell yeah, of course.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Do you mind taking some questions from the chat?
Yeah, if anyone had any, sure.
Okay. Anybody in the chat room? I'm sorry if we've ignored you this whole time. I just was trying to concentrate on what he was saying, what Tekkie was saying, and it's really hard to play games while you're trying to listen to everything that the person's saying. So I've just been mindlessly running around the hallways. But if anybody has caught up to the 30-second lag and would like to ask any questions of Tekkie, please feel free. Can you see the chat all right, Tekkie?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the chat lag is gonna
Yeah.
take a minute.
If anyone has asked questions and that we didn't see and you want to repaste them in the chat, that would be fine too. What games does he speedrun? I guess I could answer that one. Techie, he speedruns Silent Hill games. Silent Hill Homecoming is the one that he's uh, in the running for, I guess, for the next event. What's the next event called, and where is it? GCDQ?
Oh, SGDQ.
Oh,
It's Summer Games Done Quick.
Oh, okay. And what day is that? Or what days?
That's in I want to say the end of July.
Okay. And would that be like a week-long thing?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. And then Big Man.
Yeah, I think it's like yeah, more or less.
Okay. And then I think Big Man Japan has a question. I don't know if it's serious or not.
Big Man Japan.
Is he one of your friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to 5 hours to get past firewall in the maze. Like which maze? Which game?
Yeah, I don't know. And Lame V Lord says, "Do you think Silent Hill can ever work as a Western-made horror game?"
I think it could. They just haven't like tried, you know.
So now, like, the Western ones, would that be like Downpour and Homecoming?
Yeah. Anything after the first 4.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because let's see, Origins I believe was after 4, which is developed by Climax Studios, which is based in England.
Oh, okay.
Homecoming was by Double Helix, which is in America. Climax also did Shattered Memories, and then Vatra did Downpour. That was in the Czech Republic.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a company made of ex-2K employees.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. So isn't 2K Games, is that in America? I thought that was in San Francisco or somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. They have like worldwide offices, but they ended up making Vatra was like this like Czech Republic company. I don't know exactly how that happened, but
okay.
Yeah, they ended up making a Silent Hill game.
Okay.
But yeah, especially I mean now that it's kind of in the air because of the whole Hideo Kojima leaving Konami thing.
Yeah, somebody asked about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's because like we were so set. Everything was going to be great. Kojima's directing. They have Guillermo del Toro, and then Norman Reedus is going to do like motion capture, whatever. And like now he's gone, so everyone's freaking out because it's like, okay, well, does that mean it's over? Does that mean he's no longer involved? And they've been quiet about it, so we don't know what's going on.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure either what the status of that was. So we just don't know right now if he's going to continue to be involved.
Yeah, it's like this terrifying, like we have no idea, but it's very like ominous,
You don't think they'll drop the game altogether though, do you?
I don't think so, because I've heard that Guillermo del Toro is still contracted.
Okay.
Like he's still in charge of something. So unless they'd have to because they'd have to get rid of a lot of staff that's already lined up. They'd have to scrap like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Now so I'm hoping there's like some like behind the scenes stuff going on there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I hope so too. I was really looking forward to it too, and
yeah, especially after PT. PT was like a great showing of like what could have happened. So that's why we're hoping. It's like please flush this out.
Yeah, yeah. Were there any other questions?
I see. Did you like Downpour's interpretation of the town? I kind of problem I have with Downpour's deal with the town is that they didn't actually like interpret the town itself. They like tacked on this extra section. It's like, I guess they kind of did that with. I guess they did that with 2, but it's like, you can't just like make a new game and be like, oh well, we made up this extra little suburb off to the side.
Yeah.
And now you run around that, and that's part of Silent Hill. It's like you can't just like keep growing it. It's like.
Yeah, you don't really get any nostalgia from that, would you?
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't feel like they're just calling it Silent Hill, but it's nothing like Silent Hill-ish.
Yeah. Now I felt nostalgic playing this game, seeing the Silent Hill. It looked pretty much just like it did in 2.
Yeah, the hospital is like the same exact layout and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of not comforting, but it was just kind of cool, because yeah.
Yeah, it gives you that familiarity, especially it like connects the 2 universes. Like James Sunderland running through Silent Hill and Heather Mason running through Silent Hill. They're 2 people who have never met. and they're completely different situations, but it really ties it together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're really different, but yeah, the world, I guess, is similar. Um, oh, I didn't even. Okay, now I see the Downpour's interpretation of the town. Maybe it's lagging for me.
Yeah, I think it differs for different people.
Oh, okay. So Honda-kun asked, "What do you think of the Silent Hill MMO Vita game?" I don't think I've heard of that one.
Oh, Book of Memories. I never played it. I don't have a Vita. It's kind of like universally agreed to be like the bastard child of the Silent Hill
Oh,
universe.
really?
Like no one liked it. Like it wasn't a good game. Like no one liked what they were trying to do.
Oh, okay.
It's just like this messy Diablo clone that they just like pasted Silent Hill characters onto.
Oh no. Now, wasn't there another game that was multiplayer? Did Downpour end up having multiplayer capability?
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Okay. I must have just imagined that, or
Yeah, I don't know if there's like any intention to in any of the games, but I haven't heard of it. But I knew that.
yeah. Okay. All right. Did we answer everyone's questions then?
I think we're all caught up.
Okay.
If anyone had anything else, then I can hang around.
Okay. Let's see if I had it. I skipped over some questions that I think you answered in previous questions. Well, I think we got to everything. But yeah, I guess we got to the point. Is there anything else you want to tell me about where I need to go? I'll probably replay this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say I haven't been watching.
Yeah, I haven't been really watching either. I've just been moving my character around and hoping that I progress. But lame. Oh, I am Evil Lord. Sorry, I got your name wrong before. My problem with Downpour, like I said before, is that Downpour had great potential story-wise. The writers had some unique ideas, but if a better developer had presented it better, it could have been great. Does anyone agree with me on that?
I don't know a whole lot about the history of the development of the game. So I don't know a whole lot about like what their ideas beforehand were. I mean, I guess you could just kind of like derive from the final plot like what they were trying to do, and you know what? I think it probably could have worked out, but I think the overall final product's like I'm not a huge fan at all.
Yeah. Okay. And I really.
So it could have been one of those things where totally. Maybe it could have in another universe ended up well, but not in this one.
Not in this one, yeah. Maybe in a parallel universe. All right. Zai says good night. Good night, Zai. Thank you for coming. And yeah, thank you for coming today, Tekkie. I don't really know if I should keep you here any more than this, just in case someone else has any questions. But I do appreciate the time that you have spent with us.
Yeah, I'll hang around and chat after for sure.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if anybody wants Tekkie to answer your questions in the chat room, yeah, please feel free to just type those out, and he can answer those off of Skype, I guess. So, all right. Well, I guess I will say goodbye with voice here, Tekkie, and then I'll just see you in the chat room. But thanks so much for your time, and yeah, it was a great experience playing with you. Well, I wasn't really playing, but talking with you and listening and pretending to play. So.
Great. Yep. So I guess I'll see you later.
All right. See ya. All right. That was Tekkie55. Thank you, Tekkie, so much. Interview was cool. Okay. Let's see. Tekkie, to be honest, Downpour is a foam on the outer. Big man Japan. You sound a lot like one of my viewers. You're probably not related though. And I'm not gonna save because there is so much Japanese that I didn't even really read. I read it the first time I played, but I wasn't reading it this time. I was too busy trying to be a good listener because I hate making people repeat stuff because I didn't catch it the first time. Oh yeah. Onion for you is still here. Is it? Oh, it's like he's still here. No, Onion for you is not here right now. But yeah, that was great, and I hope that you guys will check Tekkie out and his stream, because he has one. I think you guys probably know that by now. But yeah, don't be shy. Head over to Tekkie stream anytime. No saving allowed. Yeah, I'm not gonna save. And honestly, I don't even know. I know I'm looking for the cafe, but that's about it. I need a pork sandwich or something in the cafe, but I don't know where it is. But yeah, we're gonna replay this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think you put in this hydrogen peroxide. But I don't know. Be right back. Correcting friends. Ego how homework. Okay. All right, Honda-kun, thank you for being here, and thank you for Honda-kun for trying your hand at find the mistakes in the Japanese today. So yeah, Honda-kun is in college and is taking Japanese classes. So yeah, today on Twitter I posted a couple screenshots that I was sure to check with my Japanese coworker first to make sure the Japanese was actually incorrect before I just assumed that it was incorrect. But yeah, he confirmed that it was non-standard Japanese, and so I posted 2 screenshots of mistaken Japanese in the game, and I asked, "Can you find the mistake?" And if you want to give it a try, you can just neglect to look at Honda and I's thread, and you may not actually even be able to see Honda's answers because I think she has it locked out if you're not her friend. So see if you can find the errors. But if not, we'll find the errors eventually. Oh, I saw them typos. Yes, they're pretty much typos. And oh yeah, one thing I never answered you on gently is the Homu e Tobikomu. Do you remember that from the subway area? The text said that someone dove onto the platform. And I asked my coworker, and he said that it really should be Homu kara tobikonda, which would be diving from the platform onto the tracks. So I didn't have that screenshot with me at work to post on Twitter because I just happened to have the screenshots that I posted on Twitter handy. But yeah, I can post that one eventually, and we can have a Twitter record of, I don't know, typos. I don't know if we need to do that. I found a typo in Bayonetta 2 as well. I don't know if I told you guys that I played through Bayonetta 2 the other weekend in Japanese, and yeah, there were some errors. There's just one error that I noticed in Japanese, but I don't know if I'll ever post that. I don't know. I didn't take any screenshots of that game. Alright, so yeah, this is a really text-heavy part of the game that I will have to redo later. So, let's see. Is anybody streaming today after the show? I know Ida did that yesterday, but Ida's not here today. She's probably sleeping, because I think she was up. So was Honda. I can't believe that Honda's still awake. You guys were up watching streams or streaming yourself all night. But, I learned... Oh, yes. Is that the word from my screenshot? Nikko? What was it? Or no, it's just a coincidence. Now, you might be able to answer this question. How do you pronounce that? Is it Nikko or Nik? Or is it even Nikkai or Nikukai? And where did you see the word Nikukai or Nikkai? There's the cafe. Okay. But I'm probably out of bullets. Yeah, that is a weird coincidence that you saw that. Nikkai. Okay, I think that's how I said it too, rather than that's how I typed it. You know how I typed the readings? Nikukai. Okay, Nikkai. I asked, I think I asked the guy at work, but he didn't have any say one way or another, because I don't think people use that word. Maybe I didn't ask him, I don't know. I probably asked him about another word. But it seems like a lot of the words I ask him he doesn't really know, because people don't use a lot of these game world things. Oh, I have a question, Tekkie. What is it about putting pork, liver, and hydrogen peroxide together that starts a fire? I see both in Kinkyusha. Yeah, I saw yeah, I saw both of them as well. both readings. That's why I wasn't really sure which one was correct. But now I don't know how to get back to the area where you put the peroxide and beef, no, pork liver together. I don't know what pork liver has in it, especially since it's like vacuum sealed. I don't see how pouring hydrogen peroxide on a vacuum sealed pork liver would do anything, but apparently it does. I'm so lost. So lost. But we're going to be redoing this anyway, so I should probably just not keep playing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to save. Okay, well, it's been about 15 minutes. That's a little bit shorter than usual, but I think we had enough excitement for one day. And I really appreciate Tekkie55 for being here. That was a great first interview, first experience. Is Mitaino correct? It's correct as in it is the typo that I wanted to point out. There was another similar line in the game that had something mitai no monai or something like that. I can't remember. But in that case, my coworker said that mitai no was correct, but the mitai no in the screenshot I posted was not correct. And he said, yeah, that's not good Japanese. So that otherwise I wouldn't have posted it at all because when I read it, you know, I just had this suspicion that I've never heard mitai no. I've always heard mitai na. Let me ask. And there were two lines like that in the game that I've come across, and one of them was okay, the other one was not. And he said that one was not good. Peroxide is rocket fuel, but hydrogen peroxide is not. Oh really? I didn't know that. Okay, so I need to probably fix some of my translations because I think in some of them I just translated as peroxide and not hydrogen peroxide. Also, monomoda. Oh, yeah. Monomoda, yeah. Mitai no monomoda. Or monoda. Monomoda. What? Where is this? Gently, is there a specific screenshot you're talking about? There was some, yeah, it was something like that. I don't know if you've played this whole game like I have, because you know exactly the line I'm talking about, I think, because it has something to do with monomo something. But yeah, in that case it's correct. The mitai no. Alright. Well, oh, in your screenshot. Monomoda. Same screenshot. Well, let me look at it real quick. Let's see. Mitai no monomoda. No, it would be correct if it said mitai na monomoda. Yeah, she's talking about something. She's referencing something she said previously. She's saying, and that goes for this strange lump of meat that's on the floor too. So yeah, without the context, it does sound weird. But the monomoda is referencing something else that was strange, I think, or something that she's not sure why it's there. So no, that part's correct. But yeah, I guess I didn't put the context, the full context of the thingy. Pure hydrogen peroxide will explode if heated to boiling. Okay then. I think hydrogen peroxide is usually diluted to like 3% or so. Yeah, then Mo is not out of place. That's correct. Yeah, at least when I looked up hydrogen peroxide in Japanese, it gave a big old long definition and it said like what percent solution it was. And usually hydrogen peroxide is very diluted. But you're just probably talking about something else. I guess it is rocket fuel too. Okay, so peroxide by itself is not hydrogen peroxide. I will have to fix that. I'll just say hydrogen peroxide everywhere. It's not going to be wrong if I say hydrogen peroxide, but it might be wrong if I just say peroxide. So, because peroxide maybe could be something else besides hydrogen. I don't know, but yeah, the fact that it has hydrogen in it maybe has to do with the fact that it is a propellant, as E10 says here in the Wikipedia article. Umare deta. Umare deta. Yes, yes, yes. You got it, Gently. You got them both. Good job. So yeah, that was the first mistake. Was the extra okurigana for deru. Dedeta. Dederu. Dederu. Yeah. So I confirmed those with my coworker, and if my Japanese coworker thinks it's a mistake, then I will agree that it probably is. But I would not. I don't think I would ever have the courage to post a Japanese mistake unless I checked with him first. But I verbally asked him about the mistake I saw in Bayonetta 2 as well. So if I ever do take a screenshot of that, I can post that as well. Hydrogen peroxide is the simplest peroxide, a compound with an oxygen-oxygen single bond. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Is peroxide like two oxides? No, that's dioxide. Do I win another Wii U? No, but I can buy you your first one because you won the contest fair and square the first time. So we can do that next time. But yeah, I think I'll sign off for tonight. If anyone is streaming and would like me to host you or watch you, I probably have some time to do that. So thank you, SleepyNet, for hosting me, and thank you guys for all being here. I really like seeing you guys every day, and kind of getting to know the people that spend time with me so much, because I'm sort of spending time with you too, even though I can't see you, and I wouldn't recognize you in real life. But I recognize you by a lot of times I recognize you just by your name's color. I don't even read it. Big Man Japan says bye. Old Sticky, yes. Otsugaresama deshita. Tekkie55. Oh, and by the way, when I said Tekkie Go Go in the rap part, that was because Go Go is 5-5, and I just wanted to make it more Japanese. So, sorry about that if that was a no-no. But I can do it over and say Tekkie55 if you want. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and thank you Big Man Japan for being here and supporting your friend Tekkie. So if there's ever a time where we have another guest on, I will try to make it at least as interesting as it was tonight. And it was very much an interesting night because just hearing me blab for an hour by myself isn't that interesting. But that's why I have you guys here to throw me peanuts to react to. So thank you guys, and I will sign off for now. And tomorrow will be the last stream for the week, and we'll see you that day. All right? Well, thank you for watching, and see you later. I'll stay in the chat, though, so if you don't have to leave, but I have to leave as far as my face on the screen with the elevator buttons. Alrighty, thanks again. Alright, bye.